gone. So I don't remember much after that. I think I was in a state of shock. From there on out for the next couple of days until the wake at Oak Creek High School. After the funeral. But from there on, I was mourning with the rest of the families, with deep buddies. Didn't have any hope in humanity at that point, where I wanted to give up on humanities, as in the sense that the temple, I mean the Gurdwara, you know. But after that, there were several other shootings, you know, not just the Oak Creek one. Sandy Hook, one that really hit me home. So I had the privilege to go out to Sandy Hook with my roommate. His name's also Donald. The two of us went out there to deliver a banner on behalf of City of Oak Creek and the Gurdwara. And the moment you get off the highway in Connecticut, they have a huge tent set up, a huge tent. And it has, I want to say, just thousands of teddy bears, little teddy bears, poems people wrote, and I read through a couple of them. And I came across one, which was written by an 11-year-old from Connecticut, one of the students from there. It's called Whispers in the Wind. And forgive me now, I'm not a very good reader, so I'll try my best. It was an ordinary day. You came to learn, you came to play. But then the world got in your way. Now we all long for yesterday. O little town of people strong, how did a school day go so wrong? With the little faces under 10, when will we see you all again? The devil came and caused the pain, so pray for all who have a name. Senseless acts are so insane, we all see the one to blame. O little town of people strong, I know you're listening to this song. For it is dedicated just to you. Now, can't imagine what you will do. Can never wipe this from our minds. This should have been a peaceful time. When will the healing all begin? Listen to their whispers in the wind. O little town of children gone, I know you're listening to the song. Now in the heaven you belong. How did a school day go so wrong? Prayers are with you now, my friends. I hope someday we'll meet again. When will the healings all begin? Listen to their whispers in the wind. I can hear their whispers in the wind. You know, for the first time, actually, I'm not in tears, because I think I've read it 1,000 times. Wow, you know, an 11-year-old. I read the poem, and the hope for humanity came back. You know, I spent 21 years of my life with my mom. You know, I had that honor. But some of those kids, 5, 6, 7, you know, they didn't get that. You know, so from that day on, hope is what we've all been living with for Deep and I and the rest of the victims and their families. And thank you very much for all being here today, and I want to thank the Student Union Association for recognizing August 5th and for having their voices out here. Thank you.
August 5th, I guess for Gummo and a lot of people at the Gurdwara, especially a lot of the youths at the Gurdwara, was a day of awakening. So now, not only were we present, but we were also awake. And those two things is what I talk about a lot. Being present is one thing, and God knows that we, you know, as far as we think we're present sometimes, we think we're there, and you know, we got things in the way. Maybe, you know, the phone is ringing. Maybe you want to check your Facebook. Maybe you want to do this, that. I'm gonna encourage everyone to just be present. That's one of the most important things you guys can do. And the next, be awake. Know the people around you. get to know people that you might never thought that you might have anything in similar ways. That day we basically launched a purpose. And the purpose that day was to basically bring people together and stop having them dwell on differences and have them magnify similarities. Now, our differences are what makes us special, right? But our similarities, some of our similarities are what binds us together. So, did I actually, can I have you come up here? You got an interesting look, yeah. I love the outfit too. How you doing? I'm party. Randy? This is Randy. Randy, could I have you, you seem like a strong man, right? Can you just hold this in front of you? Yeah, just like that. Please don't drop it, don't, right? And just keep it just, that height. So, thank you, by the way. So, a purpose was born. And what I want to implore you to do is, as you leave tonight, awaken yourself to a purpose. That's all I want to do. I want you guys to go out there and basically know that there's something else that we can be doing. And if it's just being present, keep it straight ahead. There you go. Did a great job. No, straight. There you go. Very good. No bending that elbow. I'm going to share a story about one of the most important things I think we can do in life. About 5 years ago, I started reading this book. It's called The Lady in the Lotus. And Lady in the Lotus is about the wife of Siddhartha. Siddhartha was, after enlightenment, was known as the Buddha in Buddhism. Siddhartha always had this thought going on in his head. He knew something wasn't right. He was like, he was a prince, and he was going to be a king one day, but he wasn't happy doing it. He said, there's more out there. I see people suffer. People are like, well, don't worry about that. You're going to be king. Worry about doing king things. You're a prince. You're going to be great. You don't got to worry about those people. As he was growing up, he listened to this voice a little more, and kept listening to it. One day, him and another prince from another neighboring village are having this archery contest. Everyone know what archery is? Kind of? When you take a bow and arrow. So he's doing a great job. He's having this archery contest with another prince. And the prince is standing over there, and Siddhartha is standing on the other side. Goes the other prince. And Siddhartha reels back, and there's a target over there. Reels back. He launches that arrow. It hits the target. The other prince does the same thing. Launches that arrow and hits the target. Boom. Siddhartha goes back and he's like, okay, I'm gonna one up him. I'm gonna get that arrow and I'm gonna hit bullseye right in there. He does it again. Hits the target. How you feeling? Good? Is it hurting? No? Siddhartha does the same thing. The prince comes back and he sees a dove. The dove is flying in the air. And keep it up a little bit. As this dove is flying in the air, you guys have seen a dove, right? You guys know what dove is? Beautiful, right? Beautiful animal. The other prince reaches up, puts his arrow back, and he aims it at the dove. He reels back, and he hits the dove. And the dove comes down from flight. It's, I guess, on the ground, gasping for life. And other one. So this dove is gasping for life. And this dove is struggling. This dove is struggling and suffering. Right? Siddhartha and the prince run over to it. The prince says, the other prince says, "That's my dove, Siddhartha, get away from that dove." Siddhartha looks at him and says, "What? That's your dove?" He's like, Siddhartha takes the arrow, pulls it out of the dove, and says, "Look, it's healed." The other prince said, "What'd you do?" And he said, I healed it. I helped it. And he said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "Because the dove was suffering." And then Siddhartha said, the dove does not belong to the person that is hurting it. The dove belongs to the person that helps it. So what I'm going to implore you to do is when you walk out of these doors tonight, is that your objective, your purpose, is to go help, to go serve. Because it's helping. It's helping, that's the, I guess, the most fundamental, basic goodness that we have. Thank you. That was it. You want me to keep talking or what? You guys have a good night. Love.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Pradeep Kalika and Kamal Singsani. Very touching moment for both of them to come on stage, and we thank you very much. We are going to take a short 5-minute intermission. Please take your time and get back as soon as you can. We'll start after that. Thank you.
Yeah.